coverage, traditional backup solutions don't cover distributed user data, so laptops, branch offices. This data is usually sitting outside of the central backup regime, whereas with online backup, every single device is under the backup cloud, no matter what it is. It's an Android, a BlackBerry, an iPhone, an iPad, a laptop, a branch office. They're all protected. Media, there is no media with online backup, which lowers the total cost of ownership and really improves security. Recovery, this is quite important. With traditional hardware-based backup solutions, recovery was always an IT department function. You lost a file, you had to go to IT, and it was a very slow and difficult and expensive process for the enterprise. Whereas with online backup, recovery can actually be performed by each individual user of the system. So recovery becomes something that IT is never escalated to IT, and it empowers users to be able to manage and get back their data, which is a fundamental difference in what online backup and cloud-based backup technology allows. And that's similar to access to data. With hardware-based backup, that again was a central IT function, whereas with online backup, if I'm backed up to the cloud, I can literally find all my data on my iPhone or through my BlackBerry or through my iPad, and I can get immediate instant access to all my data no matter where I am in the world. From a management standpoint, online backup really has a very low management burden. It's set and forget network software, whereas with hardware-based backup, it's very time-intensive and it's very expensive. Just from a straight cost standpoint, we've just seen how online backup's a lot more affordable. And then from a margin standpoint, for you, the reseller, on hardware-based solutions, typically single-digit margins, 4 or 5 percentage points is about right. Whereas with online backup, you can earn up to 60, 70% gross margin on products sold, which is nearly unheard of in the IT goods and services space. So it's a fantastic margin for resellers. And so really what we want to do is to try and convert backup from being a major customer pain point of yours to being both a sales center and a profit center. So we want to take backup from being an annoyance in your business that doesn't really drive you much revenue or profit, and actually make it one of the centerpieces of your forward-looking revenue and cash flow models. And just a few stats on the industry. One of the most common questions we get is how big is this industry and have I missed the boat? And so just to briefly answer that, total backup industry is about $10 billion. Total online backup sitting at about $1 billion. Most pundits and experts and CEOs in the space tend to agree that online backup's poised to take a 70 or 80% market share. So that means it's going to grow to a $7 or $8 billion space, and at the moment it's nothing like that. So there's still a lot of headroom left in the market, a lot of room to grow. The small business online backup market is the fastest growing part of the space, but it's being rapidly adopted by consumers and enterprises as well. So to answer the second part of that question, have I missed the boat? Absolutely not. It's quite a good time to join the market. Customers are familiar with the technology, they accept it, they understand it, and they're starting to adopt it in large quantities. Okay, covered most of that. All right, let's turn to the actual SOS technology. So my aim here is to give you a quick flyby of the core elements of the SOS technology. If you want to do a deeper dive, I'd really recommend calling in and getting a full demo or getting access to a demo environment for you to play around with. But I'll highlight some key elements and try and answer as many questions as we get. There are 4 key concepts to the SOS product line: protect, access, share, and manage. And these are the 4 pillars of our business. We're here to help you protect data, access data, share data, and manage data. So protect is hardcore backup and recovery. Access is being able to transform that data in ways that you can consume it from your Android, your mobile, your iPhone, your BlackBerry, your laptop, whatever. Sharing is getting that data out to other consumers of data in a way that is most useful for them. So whether that's Facebook for your friends or email for business colleagues, the share allows you to get data to the people who need it at the right time. And then manage is, of course, your ability as a partner or as a system administrator to manage hundreds of computers that are all backing up to the cloud. So it's your central ability to manage your own private backup cloud. I'll go through that. I'd highlight our website. I think if you go to the features section of our website, so if you would want to click on the resellers tab if that's what you're interested in, then click into features and you'd learn a lot about our product. But I'm going to give you a flyby here. So some of my favorite features of the system: continuous data protection. So the product's got a built-in CDP unit. It's not licensed extra. Means you can select files to be watched by the system, and the second they change, they'll get backed up. So it's true CDP that's built in for free. unlike simulated CDP, which is what Carbonite and Mosey and the others do. Unlimited computers on the top right-hand side, probably one of the most important parts of the SOS system. There are no licensing fees per computer. So you can see in the screenshot I've got 6 PCs being protected, but we'll commonly have customers have 20, 30, 40, 50 computers all in one account. Whereas when you go across to, say, Moseyland, you pay $3.95 per month per computer that you have the software installed on when you're backing up no data. So if you have 100 PCs, you're talking about $4,000 a year just to have the software installed on it. And it becomes quite an important fixed overhead cost. With SOS, none of that exists. You just have your amount of space in the cloud, and you can connect as many computers as you like to that. Bottom left, global roaming access. This refers to the ability to log in through any web browser. So whether that's a mobile portal on a mobile device or through Safari on a Mac or IE or Chrome on a PC to access your data and share it and see all of your versions and manage that data. So you've got all of the power of the system delivered to you over the web. And then also going one across, we've got mobile clients. So we've got our iPhone client, our iPad client. We're about to release our BlackBerry client. Not only do these native smartphone clients let you access, share, and manage your data, they also back up your mobile devices. So we were the first online backup company to actually get into the mobile backup space, and you're going to see big things from us in that area in the next 12 months because we want to back up your mobiles for you as well. Free integrated local backup. So although we're an online backup company, we truly believe you should have a backup to your backup. So we built full local backup into the product so you can back up your entire system locally and then use online backup to do the most important data so it goes off-site. A few other things here. Physical media upload. So if you need to seed the backup set, you can send the data to us on a hard disk and we'll upload it to you. Powerful recovery in the middle. We've got a wonderfully simple timeline-based recovery system that lets you roll back your system to any point in time. And that's very important when you understand the item below it, unlimited versioning, because at SOS we keep an unlimited history of versions. So if you've got a file that changes every single day, at the end of a year we will have 365 versions of that file. At the end of 2 years we'll have 830. My math correct there? Doesn't sound like it. 730. So how do you manage all of those versions? That could be quite difficult if you've got a single file and all of a sudden you've got to go through hundreds and hundreds of versions. Well, the answer is using a calendar-based recovery system, and it's fully searchable. So you can see on the right-hand side here, you can search by size, file type, location, free text. So it gives you instant access to all your data and allows you to manage all that version history. And then bottom right-hand corner, the last feature I'd highlight is our archiving system. Most online backup solutions do not archive. And the distinction between archive and backup is this. If you're backing up a file to the cloud and you delete that file from your PC, what Mosey and Carbonite then do is they delete that file from the cloud because they say they're no longer just replicating what's on the PC. That would now be an archive copy. Well, we did some research a couple of years ago that showed that more than 60% of the single file recovery